Welcome back to Opes and Dreams, episode 20. It is Kylei and Carrin with you again on this beautiful day. Hi.
We are enjoying the luxury of my backyard today because it's just too nice out to be inside. I'm hoping the sun doesn't move too much.
But if it does, then that's what these lovely sunnies are for, to cover
We're basically the Blues Brothers.
Blues sisters.
Just hope all of my neighbors don't try to talk to us while we're sitting out here because I'm the most popular person in this neighborhood.
That's okay. It's a lovely backyard. The breeze is breezing.
Anyway,
Tell
me about Blue Ox.
Oh my God. So I went to Blue Ox.
Oh my God.
Devere and I.
Blue Ox is a music festival for those who don't know.
Blue Ox Music
Wisconsin.
Festival. Yeah, it's in Eau Claire. It's at the Pines Campground. It is owned and managed and facilitated by the amazing Bishel family. They do an incredible job out there. So just a quick shout out to Mark and his dad and their family and the whole team that makes Blue Ox happen. It really is a great festival. I had a blast.
I knew you would.
Yeah.
I've been there a few times, and they do some things better than any other place I've ever seen. Bathrooms still stand up to the pristine, perfect condition.
They had them cleaned in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, the one thing I noticed the most when I went there was the bathrooms are on point.
Yeah.
I just can't say enough good things about that. I mean, taking a bathroom and a clean bathroom is really important in the middle of a music festival, especially when you're sober.
Yeah, dude.
You pay attention to that stuff more. So.
And if you're properly hydrated, you are using the bathroom at a music festival. So don't not go to the bathroom when you're outside in the summer heat all day. Drink enough water so you have to pee, please.
Which they have a hydration station.
Yeah, it's great.
Which you can use.
You can.
It's really great.
I got Devere a tie-dye bucket hat because, of course.
Right.
And we were taking turns filling it up at the hydration station and putting it on our heads because it was really, really hot Saturday. But we managed it with shade. Only 10 minutes in the car air conditioning and the cool water from the hydration station. Highlights of the weekend were St. Paul and the Broken Bones.
Saw the pictures of that.
I had full body tingles and goosebumps. I had left to go get Christina and then brought her back. And when we had come back, he had started, and you can hear from the Fields parking lot the music. And he hit this note. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it again. It sent a shiver into my soul. It was so intense. I loved it.
Good job, St. Paul.
Yeah. And your broken bones.
And
you healed my soul.
With your broken bones.
They were so good. And then also Warren Haynes threw it down.
Told ya.
Oh my God.
Duh.
He played all the classic bangers.
Obviously, he's so good.
It was great. Pertnier was super good. Margot Price was amazing. I got my last Revel set that I was robbed of last year because they got rained out at Boogie Down, which was a huge bummer. But yeah, it was great. It was a nice weekend. I got to spend it with Kat and Christina. Hi, ladies. Thanks for coming with. And thank you to Kat for letting us crash at your house while her and Ryan worked their overnight shifts.
As much as I hate that I didn't get to go, I'm really glad you got to have some time with them. That's really special.
It was. And then they're both okay, so we need to follow Blue Ox on all the social medias so that we can get access to buying tickets before they sell out. I'm yeah, you do. If you want to bring your camper, you got to sign up.
Yeah, because what they do there with that stuff is people get grandfathered into their spots.
Really?
So Peppy's always has her spot. It's hers, 100%. Because they did this as a thing in the beginning where it's you're grandfathered into your specific RV spot every year. It's yours.
It's her name is on it when she buys a ticket?
It's hers, yeah. So she's the one that's in charge of getting rid of that every year. So they do that with most of their RV and stuff because they have such returning people. They allow those people to have their spots first.
Interesting.
So they're grandfathered in. I don't know exactly what it's called, but they get their specific spots every single year.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So that's cool. I like that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially to just reward those loyal people that have been coming from the very, very beginning.
That's nice. We reward our loyal festival goers by offering memberships at the beginning of the year. You can get, this year we did all 3 music festivals for $420. Which is a huge steal.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's for separate events. That's really cheap. I mean, some of these festivals out here are charging that for a day.
Right.
So I mean, Electric Forest, Bonnaroo, these big festivals, they're out of their minds. And it's like, I've been to all of those events. I've been to most of the major events in the United States for big festivals and stuff, and from all over the place, and have been able to experience just everything everywhere. And I couldn't do it these days because it's so expensive now. But
Yeah.
several years ago they made it a lot more affordable. But I've done VIP in some of these places, and
there were glamping tents there too.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, I think they're expensive. It's
Yeah.
really expensive. So also there's glamping at Driftless Music Gardens,
Yes,
and
there
that
is.
is also a lot more affordable than the glamping at a lot of the other places
Yeah.
that it's available. I've seen that go up I mean, not the same company, but I've seen that go up to like $1,000
Damn.
that you're paying, for a
And that's on
day.
top of your festival
Yeah, that's
ticket.
on top of the festival ticket. That's not all included.
No
So,
way.
I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, wild.
Yeah, super wild.
So, run into any friends? Did we see anybody cool?
Yeah, we saw a bunch of DMG crew. We saw the
They always have
Frasers.
theirs set up at Camp DMG
Yeah,
everywhere they go.
Cricket, Charlie, Casey. I ran into another one of our volunteers, Scott and his wife. I saw Scotty and Kate and Colton for like, I
Nice.
think 65
Kate and
seconds.
Colton, nice.
Yeah, they came on
Really shocked
Thursday.
that they went to Blocks. That's a large place for both of them to be.
Yeah, it was cool. Who else did I run into? We spent most of the weekend with Emma and Spencer and Ember. They had chairs, and we put our chairs. They saved a spot for us, and we spent most of Friday and Saturday hanging out with them because Ember and Devere are just so sweet together.
Yeah,
They
well,
play
she's
really well.
such a sweetheart.
She's wild. She's absolutely wild. She
No.
it's like when Emma is holding her, she needs I've been explaining it as like she refuses to not always be having an awesome time. She always wants to be flailing and playing a game, and
She's
is like
gonna be a
very physical.
twirler.
Yeah, she's gonna be
Ooh.
a wild child.
Good
But
luck to you guys.
yeah, her spirit is unstoppable, and it's humorous because Emma and Spencer are both like pretty chill individuals.
They're very chill.
So for them to parent
An
the
exact
flame
opposite
that
of
is
them.
Ember,
That's
yeah,
funny.
it's really funny to watch. But they're great parents. They're doing a good job. It was really nice to spend
Yeah.
those days with them. So
Yeah. Well, exciting.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it was fun. It was hot. It was muddy, but it was a good time.
Good.
And if I can go back, I
It's
will.
so different being able to like leave premises and go sleep in a home.
Yeah.
Rather than have to be like some of the people that got there early and had to like deal with that rain and the elements. Like that right away will send me. Like I'm not coming back from that. If the first day I'm there and my stuff is getting wet and muddy,
Yeah.
like I'm going home. There's
that's
no
what
coming
happened
back
to my
from
friend
that.
Emma at Bonfire. They came a day early, and then it rained, and just never.
Some people can
couldn't
recover
bounce
from
back.
that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot, and I won't, and
Yeah.
I will never tent camp again. So there's that.
Yeah, full disclosure, we did not camp at Blue Ox. I couldn't find an RV pass big enough for my giant bus, so we stayed at Kat's house. She
It's
lives
not
30
fair
minutes away.
I'm not allowed to be violent on screen, so I'm not going to be.
Oh man, it was great. Yeah, it was a good weekend. On to the next one.
I'm gonna buy a double-decker bus. I've been looking at them online.
She just wants to one up my one up.
I just want to combine them all
Yeah.
4 of them, into like a bus, like condominium structure.
Sure. Yeah.
Just kind of like a whole thing.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. I just want, well, this is why. I want a space where the adults can hang out if the child is sleeping.
Yeah.
And still be able to enjoy it.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Did I show you what happened to Bobby and Sita's camper?
You did tell me.
So sad.
Rest in peace, Airstream.
I know. When I was out there, they haven't been out there yet. So the tree is still on top of the Airstream, and I kind of forgot that it happened. When I got out there, it was dark, and I got on the bus, and then I came off and looked over. I was like, oh shit, it's right there. It's a massive tree that had landed.
What a bummer.
It's so tragic. I hope they get a good deal out of it.
Yeah.
But
That's sad.
insure your vehicles, everybody. They have insurance. I'm not saying
Well,
they do,
yeah.
just reiterating that you, you should
That's probably
insure
why the
your
tree's
stuff.
still on it, insurance purposes.
Yeah, they haven't. The
That makes
insurance
sense.
company hasn't
That
been out
makes
there
sense.
yet. Have to just leave it until they can
Yeah.
assess.
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
That is I mean, it's a cool place. It's a cool thing for them too. So,
Yeah.
bigger, better things will happen because of it. They're the best people in the world, so they deserve nothing but the best coming to them. So
1000%.
I'm trying to think if I did anything. Because we actually haven't talked in a few days because I know how festivals get. There's no point in bothering to try to reach out to somebody at a festival. You're in it. You're in the flow. You're in the flow.
Yeah.
You're absorbed with what's around you, and the outside world can kind of muck up that yum a little bit sometimes. So, I didn't bother.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Even though I was having a full-on terrible time here, I let you have fun. It's fine.
Thanks.
Fine. Just kidding. I had an okay time. I did a lot of beaching.
That's good.
Yeah, I was outside a lot.
You look like you have a lovely glow about you.
Do you feel that way?
Sun-kissed and such.
My boss always is like, "How was your weekend?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know what I did yesterday. I can't remember." So I'm trying to even think about like Thursday. I don't know. I can't remember. I know that I went to Bartle Beach one day with Deb. Her and I went.
Awesome.
And I think that was Saturday. Dan and I went to New Glarus for Dan's show on Sunday, and then we attempted to go to Salmo Pond after, but it was horrible weather came in. Like literally, you guys have been following the story of my summer and how the weather has been ruining everything for me. So just picture this. All day long, it's 95 up to 100 and sunny. I'm just like waiting very patiently for Dan's show to get over because we have planned to go to this awesome spot, this awesome cold fed spring to go swimming. It's supposed to still be like in the 90s at like 5 o'clock. And my favorite time of day is evening. So I was so stoked for this like evening swim at this beautiful pond that I love. Literally, we get to this fucking pond. We get out of the car. Everybody that's there is like, the temperature just dropped 10 degrees. The wind picks up. The clouds roll in. And it is 100% unswimmable.
Oh, no.
Didn't get to swim.
I'm so sorry. That's devastating.
So that happened to me. What else did I do while you were having the best time?
Gallivanting in the pines.
This was actually the first year I didn't feel intense Blue Ox FOMO.
Well, good.
A lot of times in the years I'm like, oh, I just want to be there. But it was because it rained the first day, and then I was like, nope, I'm out.
And then on it, like Saturday, it was hot as the devil. It was so hot on Saturday. And since we didn't have a campsite to go like get.
Are you flashing them your Vagine?
Well, I've got shorts underneath, so even if I am, it's fine.
Okay, just check it.
This is an X-rated episode for our viewers.
Everybody's like, I'm gonna get on that YouTube
now. We didn't have a campsite to go hide, so that's why we went to the car.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For a little bit on Saturday. Christina and I both could feel that like migraine coming on, that heat headache. So we went to the first aid tent, got some ibuprofen, and we walked up to the car and sat in the air conditioning. We both had our legs up on the dashboard.
You don't have to demonstrate now with your dress on.
I'm wearing shorts.
Close
it's fine.
your damn legs.
I can't.
That's comfy. Just advice to everybody out there. Close your legs.
Close your legs.
Merch
with the skirt.
How's the merch game? Did you get any merch?
Yeah, I got. Okay, so
also, where's my dragon?
Oh yeah, it's in my car.
Okay, great.
It's in my car. I didn't want to tell you about the merch because that's from the baseball.
I know, I see that.
So the tank top that I got is like this color blue,
mm-hmm.
and it's that like comfy tank top cut, and it's got a heron on it, and it says Blue Ox Music Festival 2025, and I did not get one for you.
Well, I don't want one.
You can borrow it sometimes.
I wasn't there. I don't like merch if I'm not there.
But if you had gone, you would have gotten that.
The fact that there's a bird that I'm obsessed with on it.
I'm really sorry.
It's one of my top 3 birds. Speaking of birds, on the way to Salmo Pond, there was a really cool thing that had happened, though. We come around this corner. We're taking like deep back country roads, and there is a bald eagle just hanging out on the side of the road. And Dan like I don't think he's ever really seen an eagle up close because he was just like shocked at the size of this
They're
eagle.
massive
Like they're huge. They're
birds.
like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
And it's just like hanging there and we're like watching it. It's just like enjoying some carcass on the side of
Oh
the
my
road. But
God.
it eventually like flew up in the tree. But it was just like, and I'm just looking at him and I'm like, this is why we need to live in the country because we
Yeah.
can see things like this more often.
Devere saw a bald eagle in the car on our way up to Minneapolis on Sunday, and he goes, "Hi, America."
Oh, poor bird. Don't be called America. Such an insult to that bird.
I know,
America
right?
sucks. Eagles rock.
Yeah.
Don't come at me, Trump.
Nice.
We're in trouble. Anyway,
Anyway.
so this is I should be saying this with a sad face, and I'm so happy. This is our last episode before we take our break
Yay!
for a whole month. It's
whole
not
month.
long enough to be away from all of you, but I'm excited. I'm excited. It's just nice to. My neighbor's making weird noises right now.
It
Sorry.
won't pick up on the mic, so apologies for that
I'm
pause.
excited to just like have a reset.
Sure.
And we're just excited. We've talked about it over and over again.
Yeah.
It'll just be nice. So our structure will be a little different. We'll be doing every other week after this break. And yeah, this is gonna be where we're gonna need to pull you guys in a lot more here because we need our community to keep us up to date on what they want to hear and what happens in their lives over the next month. We want to know about what's going on with y'all, and what you guys want to hear us talk about when we come back and what you're hoping for and all of the things.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be away from you guys. I do.
I don't.
But,
I would just keep going. I would steamroll through. But having a break is going to be good because we need to recalibrate.
And like every podcast takes a break.
Yeah.
I mean, they take seasons. It's called the new season. So
it's going to be great.
Yeah, we're going to be on to season 2. So we have successfully been doing this. It's been over 20 weeks because we've taken a break.
We skipped like 2 or 3 weeks.
So it's been 22 to 23 weeks of this. And
that's half of a pregnancy.
Yeah. I can hang out with my friend again outside of obligation.
If we want to.
I mean, we probably won't. Just kidding. We will. It'll be so great.
We have hikes to go on. We have beaches to hit. And we have iced coffee.
We got things to do.
It's busy.
All of the things.
Yeah.
And we got a fun event coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Oh, so that's really fun. I handle the admin side of Driftless Music Gardens, where I communicate with the talent that's coming after the deal is made. Nobody cares about that, but a cool thing.
Everybody cares about that's the coolest part about the festival.
The cool thing for me is I was prepping the band advances to send out to the trio, and before I had finished editing
the trio being Leftover Salmon, Infamous String Dusters, and Kitchen Dwellers, that we will have at Driftless Music Gardens on Saturday, July 19th. Tickets are still available.
Yeah.
Get them. Yes, you can camp. Yes, there will be food. Yes, you'll get your tickets.
Yeah.
Etc.
Well, the physical tickets have already been mailed out.
Mailed. And if they haven't,
if you didn't order a ticket yet, you're not going to get a physical one. Those are only for people that order up until a month before.
I didn't even know there were still physical tickets in this world.
We do a small amount of physical ones because it's fun. It's nice to get the colorful ticket.
Cute. I agree.
It takes us back to the Grateful Dead days.
It's fun.
But as I was typing up these advances, I get an email from our production guy, and he CC'd me in the advance thread that the trio put together, and it looked way better than mine. So I was like, great, all I have to do is answer your questions. I don't have to ask my questions. I can just answer yours. It's way better. So I have that to finish tonight.
Yeah.
But that was exciting. One less thing for me to do. 3 fewer emails to send.
Yeah, that's going to be a wild weekend because I have to go to Fish on Sunday, the next day.
I still don't have tickets. I don't know if we're going to do it.
We have tickets.
Tickets are still available. They're like $94 a piece.
Right, it's a huge venue.
Yeah.
But we have tickets. We have our choice of hundreds or floor. And I think we're going to go for the floor, even though, this is the reasoning why, because of my panic attack. Well, not panic attack, my my overstimulation at the Billy Strings concert was because I was crammed in a row with people taking up my space. When you're on the floor, you have the option of being in the very back with nobody around you and having as much space as you want, because everybody kind of crams up to the front. So that's kind of my thinking. I like having a chair to sit in, of course, but I also don't like people being right next to me if I don't want them to be there. Plus, I know that some of our other friends are going to be on the floor. Dan's brother is going to be down there. Timmy is going to be down there, and I chatted with him a little bit. So
cool.
Being in a group of people I know down on the floor surrounding me is a lot different than, unfortunately, it's just Dan and I having a ticket next to strangers, and who knows how they're going to behave.
Right. You can't
never know
control
what you're
your
going to get
environment
next
as
to you.
much.
Luckily, at fish shows, it's generally like, over middle-aged lawyers and so there's not too much you got to worry about, but you never know. But at Billy String Show, it's every walk of life, and it especially is a lot of younger people, and they're partying hard.
Yeah, it's a younger crowd.
We're olds at the fish shows these days, so
and it's nice that everybody is olds at a fish show these days.
Right. And everybody's pretty serious at the fish shows. Like, they want to hear the music. Everybody is like, there's
the communal shushing is one of my favorite things at fish shows.
I mean, it's like, everybody just shut the fuck up and let Trey sing. Don't talk. If Trey's on the stage, you keep your mouth shut. It's a general rule. Unless you've got something really important you got to say, but otherwise just like shush. Goes for you too, Scotty Lochner. JK. I like your chomping. It's cute.
His chomping is acceptable.
Cute when you do it.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an interesting weekend, going out there, getting up, leaving, and then I'll probably just sleep the whole way to Chicago because I won't be driving there.
Man. So. Yeah, Alex and I will be out there for the whole weekend without Devere. My mom is taking him that weekend, so he's not coming out, which will be good.
Yeah.
Alex will feed the staff again, and it'll be nice
to
just have an event with just the two of us. We'll get to not parent.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm able to come out Friday or if I can just be there Saturday. I haven't ran that past the team of people helping me with covering Susie and all of that. So I might just only be there Friday and just come in the morning, and then whatever.
I'll be out there Thursday.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It just seems so unnecessary.
And Sunday, leaving Sunday.
That just seems necessary for a one-day event.
Well,
at night at the Gardens.
But you can come Friday.
One night.
Pay early and come a day early and set up if you like camping.
A single night takes 4 days. Apparently.
Yeah. On my end.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a good time.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot of time. So many other things that could be happening. Oh, I'm reading the Hunger Games book. I bought it on my Kindle since you wouldn't let me read it until I read the other one, so I didn't borrow yours. I just got my own.
Wait, you didn't read the Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds?
No, the other book you borrowed me. I skipped ahead. You had told me I couldn't read the new Hunger Games until I read the other book that you gave me, and I disobeyed you.
Oh, right. Yeah, I wouldn't loan a book after I've already loaned a book. You can only borrow one book from my library at a time.
Add effects using hand gestures. Cool. Just now tells us we've been using this program for 23 weeks, and now we're like, now it's not doing it.
Middle
it's not doing it. No, it's not doing anything. Anyway,
fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's how do you like it? It's Haymitch's story.
It's Haymitch's story. Yes, I love it, and I won't give spoilers because I'm not an asshole. It's a great book so far.
You should read it.
I'm about 7 or 8 chapters in, I think.
Okay.
I bought it on Sunday and started reading it. So I'm just kind of taking it easy and reading it as I go, but I like it a lot so far. It's keeping me engaged, as they all do. They're such good books.
They are.
Hunger Games rocks.
Yeah.
It's almost our reality right now, though. That's kind of the scary part. It's too close to home.
I finally watched the movie Songbirds and Snakes. I got about halfway through it.
That's good.
I only got halfway through it, and I'm probably not gonna try to find it. I had to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I only had it for 24 hours.
It's so different than the other ones. It's really just slow.
Yeah.
It's slow and very different.
The book was really good, though.
The book was good. But the movie is meh. And this, I hope they make this one into a movie because that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one.
Yeah,
keep it going, Hunger Games. Yeah, keep it going. We love it.
I think it's already been cast. I think Ralph Fiennes is playing that version of President Snow.
Oh, sweet.
Which is really exciting.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Just love him so much. Yay!
What else you got?
I have a hilarious Ope to share today.
Great. Can't wait to hear it. I'm ready for this.
So this happened today at the salon. I did a haircut and then a cut and color and then 2 haircuts. So as a hairstylist, as a self-employed hairstylist, I am a hairstylist. I'm an unlicensed therapist. I'm a business accountant. I am a tax accountant. I am a plumber. I am a mechanical engineer.
Is it a plumbing Ope?
So this is a plumbing
Ope. Is it that water thing?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so I am an intelligent and competent individual, but I'm also a fucking idiot. So we have these shampoo chairs, and
we never took our glasses back off.
There's a piece that you have to take off and flip and put back on to test the water flow to make sure that mechanism, it's a water stop mechanism, and it's supposed to, you test it by flipping it to make sure that it works. So while my color is processing, nobody else is in the salon. She's at my station. We have the shampoo bowls, and then there's 3 stations, and mine's the 3rd. It's the furthest away from them. I told her, I'm like, I have to put my plumbing hat on while your color is processing because I have to go do this thing. She's like, okay, cool. She's an older lady. She was great. She was great during this whole thing. So I take the back off of the shampoo bowl and I look at it. I'm like, okay, that's the mechanism that needs to come off. It's this little blue piece. And I start unscrewing. And I keep unscrewing and I finally get it off. And what happens? Oh my God, because I'm an idiot and I didn't flip the stop switch.
For the water to come off?
Water just came.
It wasn't like poo.
Oh my God. And like, you can't tell because this dress dries really quickly, but I was completely soaked from top to bottom. Like my hair was a mess. I was sitting there and I was trying to screw it back on. I'm like, oh my God, I can't get this to screw back on. And water is just gushing out of this pipe all over the place. It's collecting all over the place. She finally gets up and comes over after I remembered that I had to turn the water off. And so I got the switch to turn. And then she comes over and she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yes, I'm okay. It's just water. I'm an idiot and I didn't turn it off and I couldn't figure it out until I was already in the middle of it. But I got it and there was, an inch or so of standing water then that I had to clean up with towels. And she goes, you know how to do it right now? And I'm like, I know how to do it now.
Forget again.
Mess up again.
Ever forget it again.
But I so wish that somebody was there recording me trying to handle. I had the pipe in this hand and the other pipe in this hand, and the water's coming out from the bottom one, and it's just like it got me in the face a bunch.
Do that again.
All it's like ah! It went all over the ceiling. I finally got it. Jessie arrived, my co-hairstylist. We share a space. It's like a co-op. She gets there as I'm mopping it up, and she just goes, whoa, what happened here? And I tell her. She grabbed some towels, and she helped me clean up the water.
But probably in shock, too. Like, so, Kylie, you did this?
So good news is the stopping mechanism works.
Great.
Which is great. All is right in the world.
You just got a little shower.
But I'm still I'm still damp on the inside. My smock was all wet.
But as Smock, I had a cat named Smock. I named a cat Smock when I was a kid.
That's really cute.
Smock and Pookie. They were brother and sister.
Of course they were.
Their mom's name was Melissa.
God. As I was mopping up the water with towels, I was like, I am so glad that I am me and that I'm not somebody who would like completely forget myself and panic and not be able to handle that situation. As soon as I turned the water off, I just started laughing and just like, okay, now I have to clean up all this water. But I
would have
time
laughed
because she was still processing. She was a great sport about it. It was hilarious.
I would have laughed initially,
God.
and then I would have been like, "What the fuck did I just do?" And then I would have tried to make somebody else clean it up.
Oh, I own my
Who
mistakes.
can I call? Any random person out on the street walking by. I can't do it. You do it so much better than me.
I hope somebody walked by the salon in that moment. I don't know if they did because I wasn't paying attention to what was happening outside.
Not that they'll be listening to this, but if you happen to be walking by Kylie's salon when that happened, send us some video.
And yeah, if you took
But
some
from
pictures.
now on, like, always have a video camera on you.
I know. I need to just record
At all
myself
times.
always. It
Very
was
entertaining.
God, it was hilarious. It was so funny. Don't feel bad for me, please, because it was the funniest thing that'll happen today. And I'm going to relive, like I was giggling my whole way here afterwards, just reliving the moment and my own stupidity. It would have made great content.
Speaking of stupidity, I decided to haul my entire patio setup over here to this. You can't see any of it, is the thing. So I have my, I dragged my like carpet, my table, my other chairs, and then this thing, and all you see is this. This is all you see. You don't even see the rest of it. So
there's a vibe.
I'm just laughing that I did all of that, and you can't even tell.
It's great.
I tried to make a vibe. I'm really impressed that there's no like mosquitoes bothering us right now. I was kind of concerned about that, but we've been really good so far.
All of the rain.
Isn't this beautiful for those that can see it? Isn't it just like really nice back here?
Comment where you want us to record our episodes. Should we stay
on a boat
in my studio basement?
I think we should be on a boat.
Should we always drive out to DMG and record it on the bus?
That's way too much work.
Should we do it in this backyard as frequently as we can?
Should we find a studio space?
Should we come to your house?
Should we come to your house? Do you want to host us?
We're super easy and complicated all at the same time.
That's a perfect way to explain us. We're high-low maintenance. We are anywhere from very low to extremely high maintenance to take care of, depending on the day, and that role switches between the two of us, depending on the time.
We're really good about that.
Yeah, we're really good at mixing it up and keeping you on your toes.
One of us is easy.
We're never the same. It's always opposite. Actually, we're both like good right now.
Yeah.
We're in the same place right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
It's great. I just ate.
You're fed.
I fed because I have to.
Right.
Because I get real hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So she knows, like, she was coming over here to do this today, and she messaged me. I was like, all right, I'll see you soon, which usually is my indication, like, I'm ready for you now.
Yeah.
Right now, at this moment, I'm ready for you now.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, I've still got this and this and this to do. So I was like, well, luckily I fed myself and I put on a program to watch until you get here, like a toddler, like you have to do with a small child. Give it a snack, like she does with Devere when we record.
Right.
Give it a snack, give it some TV, and you're fine. So I was watching Sister Act, and I had my lunch, and I was, take your time.
Christina was so funny. She was so funny at Blue Ox because I treated her like Devere a lot, where I was like, are you hungry?
Well, you're used to doing that with me.
I know, because I would be, like that with Devere, and then I was like, are you thirsty? You want to get something to drink? Are you hungry?
And because she's not used to doing that kind of stuff,
but she also was like, stop momming me, Mom.
I know, I love it.
But I'm aware that you're in an environment you've never been in before, and I'm trying to just make you comfortable being in the environment. She's like, yeah, you're right. Thank you for that.
Please always mom me. I call it passenger princessing me.
Yeah.
And I want that at all times.
Well, and then she made fun of me for always asking about food. She's like, you eat a lot. I'm like, I know.
We don't drink.
Right? We're at a festival. Like, I'm going to get hungry, and then I'm going to be hungry and eat food.
No, that brings up, like, people that you fest with.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be compatible at a fest if you're going to fest with somebody. Mm-hmm. Like, you just have to, like, just know what to do. And we fest very well.
We do.
Because we do it a lot. So we know that we know what to do.
And we have the context that we have of the expectations that we go into a festival with. And so it's just easy to accommodate that between you and I. Mm-hmm. Kat and Christina were wonderful fest partners. They were both great. They both have gone to really large, like big country jam festivals before. So that was a smaller scale for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they both fell in real nicely. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's amazing there. It's so pretty.
I fested with Des and Bodie at Boats one year, and that was really nice too.
Yeah.
She's a compatible fester as
Yes.
well. Hi, Des.
He does. I don't think Des listens, but I love you if you do.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have time to listen to us?
No, she's busy being awesome.
She's the coolest person I know.
Yeah,
one
she
of them for sure. So she's busy being cool.
Yeah.
But like not thinking she's cool, which is blows my mind. It's like, do you not know how cool you are?
It's the ultimate cool is when you don't realize how cool you are.
Yeah.
Like, I know that I'm cool and that I'm awesome, but I also know that I'm not special. So that's where I'm at with me. What are you looking at? What's over there?
There's a butterfly.
Oh,
I got distracted.
Are these grapes
Those
edible?
are gooseberries.
Oh, they're gooseberries.
So my backyard, you can't really see all of it, obviously. This guy waving right here, to my left is a hazelnut tree.
Oh.
So that gets these little pods in the fall of hazelnuts, and it's really cool. To my right, to Kylie's right, is gooseberries. We also have grapes, raspberries, blackberries, donut peaches. There's elderberry. There is rhubarb. And there used to be a cherry tree back here. So our backyard is what's considered a food forest.
Wow.
And the lady who bought the house and who had like planted it and all of that was big into like pies and canning and stuff. So
Got it.
everything back here, you can can it.
You can can that.
You can make a pie out of that.
You can that.
You can. Can make it into a pie. Anything back here. So
Oh man.
yeah. So it's pretty cool,
Nice.
but it has like gone downhill since
Nobody maintains it.
Since I first moved in, it was like a lot more lush back. I mean, hard to believe because you see a very lush part of it right now. And it still is. It's really beautiful, but there was like the cherry tree was back here, and the peach trees were still alive. One of the peach trees is dead now, but I'm using it to hang lights on. And
did George Washington come chop your cherry tree down? Is it him?
My landlord.
Oh,
same thing.
Same diff.
Just kidding. My landlords are lovely, but yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what happened to the cherry tree, but the peach tree I think was killed due to it being trimmed.
Don't peach trees not bear fruit for very long? Like it takes 3 years, and then it only bears fruit for 5, and then it dies.
Yeah, I think that might have been what happened to this one because they look younger because they're not huge, and there's 2 of them, and the one that's now not alive produced pretty much every year that I've been here.
Wow.
And I've been here now 6 years.
Yeah.
So that tracks.
Because DeVere's school had 2, and the 2 years that he was there, they bared fruit, but then this past year they didn't.
Yeah.
It's like they died.
So maybe that's why. And then the other one has fruit starting on one of the couple of the branches.
Nice.
So
cool. Grow your own food.
Some fruit that's filled with bugs because we don't pesticide our backyard. Come and get it.
My garden is...
Actually, don't come and get it. I don't want you at my house.
No,
but
stay away.
Please don't come here.
My garden is very full and lush.
It's going to get really lush.
I'm so excited. I was worried about it.
It's going to be a little overgrown, I'm sure. They're going to kind of all, like, the peas are going to take over everything.
No, right now it's the cucumbers. Taking over everything. So I already know that next year I'm going to get a second garden bed and
space it out a little.
Just cucumbers. Well, don't come at me, gardeners. I need to do my research on what goes in a bed together.
So,
well, I did my own research. I don't have to listen to you.
How did it work?
It's working great.
But it's you have stuff overtaking other things.
It's not overtaking. It's just growing faster, and it's big.
Yeah.
But the snap peas are still doing their thing. The tomatoes are still coming up. The lettuce is still lettucing. Like, it's good.
Wait till they're full.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Well, and it was an experimental year. I need to learn my own gardening lessons hands-on so that I can do it.
But did you know that most gardeners are successful because of the knowledge passed on by other gardeners?
I didn't put things together that I knew shouldn't be together. Like, there's tomatoes don't do well with, I don't remember what it was, but I didn't put them in my garden because I did that research and I knew that.
Good.
And I go to my friend Julian a lot for gardening stuff when I cut his hair.
Yeah, good.
You know Julian? No, he was before before your time. It's funny, the last time I cut his hair, I was commenting on how we used to party a lot together back in the day, and now we're both like homeowners and married, and we swap gardening advice.
Hey, listeners, I want you to send us all of your gardening tips.
Yeah, please do.
Every last bit of them. Every single thing you know about gardening.
Flood the
send
comments.
it directly to Kylei.
I'll read it.
She'll read it.
And then I'll instantly forget it unless I write it down. But you can send it and I'll skim it. We live in
Zone
5B. 4 or 5?
5B.
Great. Load them up. I'm ready for it. I'm excited for my garden to start bearing actual edible stuff. I gave the lettuce a haircut, and Devere and I ate
sandwiches?
Yeah, we ate salads.
Nice.
My almost 7-year-old will eat a garden salad with like cucumbers and other veggies, some chicken, some cheese, and a heavy dose of ranch, and he'll eat the whole damn thing.
Salad that Dan eats every day.
Yeah. I prefer a balsamic vinaigrette.
Cheese, lettuce, and ranch.
And I like to put strawberries and feta cheese in the salad.
I'm not a fruit and salad person. I sometimes
raisins.
If it's like it depends on the dressing. Like I like berries sometimes. It really just depends. I like I don't know. Whoa.
Bird.
There's murder birds back here. So these sparrows gang up on one. So there will be like 3 birds like completely attacking another one. It's pretty wild back here.
I see a lot of times driving the hawks being, dive bombed by the sparrows and the red-winged blackbirds.
Which makes me sad because hawks are number one. I want hawks to eat all of their heads off when I see that happen. I don't care if they eat the babies. Hawks are superior. They're my number one bird.
Dang.
If anybody's wondering. We've gotten to the heron, which is I think my number 2, but hawk is my number 1 bird, and I think hawks can do no wrong. I've told the hawk story about how the hawk brought me Dan.
No, we haven't actually talked about that because I remember you commented. It was brought up in a comment thread, but you never actually told the hawk story. I don't think I even know the Dan Hawk story.
Okay.
So now's the time.
As I said, I really love hawks for many different reasons. Hawks have always come to me in really interesting times of my life. So I speak to them whenever they're close by me. So I was doing a lot of hiking at one point, 2020 through 2022 were my peak hiking times. And I remember going to Picnic Point in Madison. It was December 15th of 2022. And I sat down on a bed. Well, when I walked into Picnic Point, a hawk started circling me, and I noticed it right away. And she was just continuously around. When I walked in a couple, I don't know, when I walked down a little ways of the path, she landed on the tree by me. And so I was like, okay, we've got hawk energy here. That's what I call it, is hawk energy. So that's a big thing for me spiritually. So I have this hawk energy with me on this hike. I'm like, I know that I can ask it for things. I can have this whole thing. So I go on the whole hike and I'm in my head, trying to think about what I want to talk to the hawk about. I know this sounds so fucking crazy to people, but it is what it is. So the Picnic Point is a loop. So I'm on my way back. Hawk circles around again. Hawk lands on a tree next to me, which happens to be next to a bench. Very coincidentally. So this hawk is I'm saying really close to me. She's sitting up on that where that power line is, where I'm sitting here on this bench.
20 feet away.
Really, really close. I have a billion pictures of her still to this day. And I remember telling Hawk that I was ready for him. I didn't know who him was at this point. But I remember telling Hawk that I'm ready for him. I'm ready for the person that's supposed to come into my life that I had, I'd been free of alcohol for 2 years at this point. I had done a lot of my healing. They say you're not supposed to date within the first year. I didn't. I did my work. I was really ready for this. Very open to receive him and have him come into my life. Exactly 2 months to the day is the day that Dan and I started dating.
Wow. That's nice.
So it's my hawk.
Dan Hawk.
I 100% know it's because I sent that hawk energy up. And I don't know if like hawk is representation of my mom. I don't feel that. I feel like my mom was I have a lot of bird stories of how my mom has come to me in her spirit. But hawk is just something that is, a big deal to me. So whenever I leave town to go on a trip, there's always a hawk on the outside of town, and there's always a hawk when I come back into town. Like there's always like one whenever I'm leaving town, like up on a pole or something like that. So I'm just.
And it's not just because there's a lot of hawks everywhere.
It really isn't a lot of hawks actually. And there wasn't at this point. I've seen a lot more now, but I think I see them now more because it's the law of attraction. The more you look out for something or the more energy you put into something, the more you get back of it.
As soon as you get a blue car, all you see are blue cars.
Or the minute you start to think about a blue car, wanting a blue car, then you'll see more blue cars. It's just what you give out, you get back in return. So, but yeah, hawk it's been like that for me for a really, really, really long time. So
I love that.
My Dan Hawk story. And I don't think he even knows that story. And he probably would think I'm fucking crazy for that. So
he still loves you, though.
Don't tell him about that.
Just don't tell him.
A hawk brought you to me. I still have the hawk.
I still have the hawk.
Just kidding. But I have lots of pictures of her.
Nice.
I'm a big fan.
I love that.
Hawk. Mm-hmm.
Now I want to go hiking.
That's what I'm doing tomorrow.
I know.
I'm not. Well, actually, I don't want to tell all of you that. But I'm excited to start hiking again.
Yeah.
I have a lot of like free time that I find that I have solo, and I realize like I don't need to be doing nothing all day. Like I've been doom scrolling a lot, and I've been like watching a lot of TV and stuff, and I'm like, I was the most fit and happy and healthy of my life when I was hiking regularly. So this morning, I actually sat down and went through all of my hikes that I took from 2020 to 2022.
Wow.
Because I have pictures, because I took a picture of like probably every single hike.
Sure.
Or whatever, so I can go back and track it.
Yep.
Because I'm looking to see like how many hikes I went in, how often, and what it took for me to get the body that I had. Yeah. But also reminding myself not to have expectations of getting that body back, because that might not happen, and then I would be really, really disappointed. But I'm going to try for it and do the things that I need to do. So hiking starts tomorrow.
Yay. I would love to join you.
You were just looking at me like I'm a snack.
You're always a snack.
The way she was looking at me was like, Kylie, you're supposed to do that when the camera's off.
Don't make my flush.
Are you flushing? She's
flushing. I'm always flushing because of this.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I tell my clients all the time.
She's embarrassed in front of you guys. She's bashful around y'all.
So bashful. I tell clients all the time, like, it might
Makes
surprise
no sense
you
to me
guys.
at all.
Yeah, one-on-one, I'm great. I have all of the personality. You put me in front of a group of people that are more than like a group of friends, like a wedding or a music festival where I have to perform. It's like once the expectation is there, I shut down.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
Can't get comfortable being in front of people. Like, if you want a reference, go back and watch our first YouTube recording and you will see the red, just the extreme flush, all of the sweating. It's embarrassing. It's my dead giveaway that I'm like uncomfortable or I'm scared or I'm nervous or I'm like flustered in any kind of way.
She's horny.
Or I'm horny.
I've seen that. Seen it.
Oh boy.
So
yeah. Anyway.
It's just kind of like, this is our last time we're going to be chatting at you for a full month, and I'm elated about it, but also it's a little sad.
I feel good about it.
I feel really good about it.
And as I said in our last episode, it's not going to be blackness. It's not going to be full dark for 4 weeks. Like, we'll still post.
No, I actually might post more if I am not. It's just, I've just had so much, and I'm trying to really figure out a balance with posting. And also, to be perfectly honest with you, now that I do social media as a career, it's really hard for me to post without being paid.
Sure.
That's a big thing for me. So it's a struggle for me because now it's my job in so many different ways of my life. So it's like when you're a cook, you don't want to go home and start cooking.
Right.
when you aren't,
Yep.
I mean,
The last thing I want to do when I get home is do a haircut.
exactly. And so it's like when, and not that, this is like another one of our like kind of jobs kind of thing
Yeah.
sometimes, it's a fun thing, but to be serious about it, you have to look at it as more than just like a fun thing you're doing.
Right. We have to be more intentional.
And we've said, like, if we want to have this be a podcast, then we need to make it more than us just like having a good time. If we want to just have a good time and have a conversation, we don't need to have a camera or a microphone. We can just hang out.
Yeah.
So,
because there's a lot of times when we're hanging out, and this is how this podcast started. We're like, God, that would have been some great content.
right.
Usually it's as soon as we hit stop recording, that's when
we're magic
magic
comes alive. We are way cooler and better off of this than we are when we have it on.
So this break is also to help find that balance so that we can find the podcast personalities where it's not so forced or difficult.
We both don't like to do things and not have it be great.
Yeah.
We both are very like,
it needs to be really well done.
we like it to be something that it's not right now.
Yeah.
And we need to find a way to make it better. And we want to put out better quality. We're representing ourselves. We always want to represent ourselves better.
Yeah.
Don't want people to be bored with us. And we know that there's some of you out there that think we literally, the sun shines out of our assholes, and we appreciate that. 'Cause it does.
It does.
But also, we have higher expectations for ourselves sometimes.
You're your own worst critic.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. So, that's where we're at with that. But we're going to try to figure this out. And
hi, very large brown spider.
It's fine. As long as it's not Raina. Go on, bud. Okay. So I have spiders and that live in my backyard, but there's a very big one. Her name is Raina, and she is clear and scary and large, and she's over in the corner. She's not near us, but
nice.
I'm not a spider killer.
Not when you're outside. We're in their house right now.
Yeah. Whose house? Spidey's house. Sorry.
I'll just let you die on that
chiming. This is that charming personality that comes through. If only we could have sat up more, but we're sunk. We're sunk.
It's a sinky.
We're in the hole right now.
Sinky sink.
We're in the grass. So we're in a hole. Anyway.
Great.
Well, thank you for sticking through. Those of you who have gotten through 20 fuck. The 20 episodes. I'm sorry that happened, or congratulations.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah.
And you're welcome. And we're sorry.
And also congratulations.
Right.
And also my condolences. And you're welcome.
And get ready.
So we will. Anything else? Anything you want to throw in there? Anything we haven't touched on?
No, my big plumbing Ope was my thing today.
Great.
It's going to be on my mind for the rest of the day.
Well, that's it then.
I'll continue about.
We have done it.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it. We have completed the first season of Opes and Dreams.
Yay!
Officially. So we will see y'all bitches in a month.
Yes.
And have a good time. Take care of each other if you want to.
Drink water.
Don't smoke cigarettes.
Wear sunscreen.
Quit drinking alcohol.
Be kind and patient.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
No. Be kind when you're out in the world.
Your kindness.
Fail.
VICTORY.
Fuck everything. All of it.
The whole thing.
Fuck it all.
Except for these leaves. It's this beautiful and sticky.
We hate it here.
Do you want to just see an hour of me using my ADHD superpowers?
No. But can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I watched a couple of videos online. Just the fluffy leaves reminded me of it. So there's a video where a woman is standing like next to a tree branch, and she says, "You can touch my cheek, tree. You want to just touch my cheek, tree? Hi, tree." And she keeps talking to the tree, and eventually the branch like lowers. It's not windy. It lowers and like brushes her cheek.
Are you sure you should have told me that? The next time we're hiking, I'm just going to be standing next to a tree.
Since I've seen that video, I've wanted to do that, but I've been by myself, and I feel like I need that person next to me.
Touch my tree? Touch my... Failed.
So that'll be some of the great content in your near future is us talking
We'll
to the
get
trees.
to make content.
Yeah.
That's not just this. Okay, bye.
Great. Okay,
Great
love
news,
you
thank
guys.
you.
You can still buy us a coffee. That will still be active during the break. www.buymeacoffee.com/Opes and Dreams podcast.
Woo, woo, woo. Oh,
Mwah.
ooh,
Mwah.
ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, we're done.
All right.
Who's gonna
Who's gonna push the stop button?
I can't even get up. I can't even get off the chair
without showing the world my hula.
We did it!
Woo! Thank you guys. Bye.
Oh, shoot.
Did it stop? Stop.